Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrible General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
Joining me now, Coach Laurie DuPont, and what a night, and just seeing Coach Szush walk in, he's all excited, but you told me the best is yet to come because people are starting to trickle in, but you told me y'all had about 400 people expected?
Or SVP, right at 400.
That's pretty doggone good, but it goes to show you, his tentacles were everywhere, and you saw him at more than one school, didn't you?
Yes, I was blessed to play for him for 3 years, and then coach with him for 7 years, and 5 years as assistant coach at Thibodeau High, 2 years as assistant coach over here at E.D. White, and then just blessed, you know.
Yeah. When I walked in, I got to be honest, Joe Szush, his son, handed me 2 Vanderbilt letterhead, and Coach Szush, back in those days, these coaches did a lot of crazy things. He typed a letter to the E.D. White team, acting like it came from Vanderbilt, and it was pretty good and pretty motivating, but that's the kind of things y'all did, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. That was the skills, especially when it came to Vanderbilt. You knew that.
Right.
It was a rivalry. Still is a rivalry today.
Right.
But him and Benny Musso connived and connived all the time, and the days with Barry Blackwell and all them days, and a lot of competition. Phil Tellis, Mike Robichaux and them, the competition was very fierce. In fact, I'm really good friends with Mike Robichaux.
Yeah. Oh, Mike was a legend back in the Vanderbilt days.
Absolutely.
But you got to play for Coach Szush. What was he like as a coach?
He knew how to get to you. He knew how to get inside your head. He can motivate you on a daily basis without raising his voice.
Yeah.
He never said any vulgarity language, never really got upset at halftime, win or losing going into halftime, but he knew how to make serious adjustments. And as me being a coach, following his careers, I tried to model everything after him. He taught me so much about coaching, but about life.
Right. What does today mean for you as a former player and a former coach with it?
Man, this is a proud day. It's a proud day for the Szush family. It's a proud day for the alumni that he coached. When we put this thing together, me and Joe, it was amazing how many people wanted to be a part of the program.
Yeah.
I got 42 committee members to put this thing together, and it's in 2.5 months we put it all together, and today's a culmination day, and I'm looking forward to getting everything he deserves.
But I'm sure y'all didn't have any fun during the committee meetings, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, we had good times.
Coach, good to see you again, and we're looking forward to a great night for Coach Szush, and thank you for doing that.
Well, thank you, Martin, for all you do for HTV and football, high school football. It means a lot to us.
We're here at E.D. White. What a great day. Coach Szush being honored today by multiple schools, multiple organizations, because he's given his time, his energy, his effort to many people in the community. Just seeing him so excited as people were walking in means everything. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves and tell you how they're associated with Coach Szush, and then I'll ask him a few questions. So we'll start right here. Coach?
Hey, my name is Edmund Groh. I met Coach Szush in 1966. I just graduated from Nichols, and he called looking for a baseball coach and also to help be an assistant with the football team. Well, I knew a little bit about baseball. I didn't know a whole lot about football then, even though I played 1 or 2 years for Thibodeau College. But anyway, that was an easy choice for me to make. I love coaching under Coach Szush. He taught me so much. He was a great guy, really was. Yeah.
Hey, Martin, doing? I'm Boyd Hebert. I'm a '73 graduate. I played football for Coach Szush, and Coach Szush in Edmond was probably the reason that I became a coach at E.D. White, and I want to thank both of those guys.
A few state championships here, folks, all right?
Ruth Groh Thibodeau. My brother is Edmund Groh. And so I was a senior in 68, 69. We won the first state championship. So I was in Pat Szush's company quite often between the visits with my brother and school and so forth. Yeah.
My name is Ron Thibodeau. This is my lovely wife. I'm married into the E.D. White family. I'm Assumption High graduate in 1965, the year we won state, by the way. And we...
Was that a dig?
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I fell in love with the E.D. White family. I got to know all of these guys. I was Cardinal Club president for 4 years. Enjoyed every minute of it. Coach Szush is really good friend, one of the nicest guys I ever met. So I came here, cooked the jambalaya for him, and wish him well.
I hear you cook a mean jambalaya too.
Well, we'll find out in just a few minutes. If there's none in the garbage can, that means we did a good job.
There you go. All right.
Hey, Martin, how you doing? Mark Chasson. I played for Coach Szush 3 years at Thibodeau High School. I was the last team that he coached my senior year. He got there. He was there when I got there my 10th grade year. Played 3 years for him, and we love him like a father. We think the world of him. He's a great coach, gentleman on and off the field. I've known him as a coach, and now I know him as a friend, and we love Coach Szush. That's why we're here tonight.
And just to ask, maybe Boyd and Coach over here, he looks excited, but he looks pretty calm.
Who's that?
Coach Szush.
Oh, I know. But he'll be excited after a while once the program gets started. Yeah. You can book it. Yeah, he will.
And Boyd, a lot of memories, huh?
Absolutely. Like I told you, both of these guys, just tremendous individuals. Everybody that played underneath both of them have great respect for them, and we can't thank them enough for what they did for us.
I coached this guy in baseball. A hell of a baseball player.
And he was a hell of a coach, too.
He was, too. His record would be hard to beat, let me tell you. Yeah.
I had a lot of cousins that played for him. Those Grow boys. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, you see, Gary Grow and Jared. That's their mom is my mama's sister. See, so I am connected at E.D. White. We just happened to move when I was young.
Terrebonne General Health System, where medical science meets the art of caring, is committed to providing the latest advances in medical technology with a gentle, caring touch. This is evident in our high-tech, high-touch approach to healthcare. As a trusted healthcare resource, we deliver both life-saving, compassionate inpatient services and life-changing preventive care, while also providing wellness needs and outreach throughout the Bayou region. To learn about how Terrebonne General is providing innovative healthcare solutions, visit tghhealthsystem.com.
At Barker Honda, we have the aggressive all-new Honda Ridgeline. Ridgeline has class-leading cab space, easy folding seats for storage, standard all-wheel drive, versatile tailgate, automatic in-bed lighting, plywood lies flat in the truck bed, large rear storage for work, ice chest with drain, or whatever. And remember, it's better at Barker.
Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System's Community Sports Institute, in conjunction with Barker Honda.
Some familiar faces. These are some of the guys that played for Coach Szush, and let me tell you, some great athletes in his bunch. They're a little older now, but aren't we all? So we'll start off over here and get everybody to just give me their name and the year that they played for Coach Szush.
My name is Lloyd Briscoe, number 33, running back and linebacker. Played for Coach Szush in 1978, 79. Good coach.
I remember you, Lloyd. I remember you
too. You remember that lick I put on you?
Mike Brady, Thibodeau, the class of 79, but the season of 1978. I was starting offensive and defensive tackle.
Cal Berkeley, too, right?
Yes. Went to Cal Berkeley on football scholarship after playing for Coach Szush.
Then you ended up playing against Carl Morgan again, right?
Indeed, indeed.
David Foote, class of 79, football season 77, 78, offensive lineman and defensive tackle.
Don Watkins, better known as Psycho. Nobody knows me as Don Watkins. Played 77, 78, and walked on at Nichols and walked on at Fort Lewis College in Colorado. So,
obvious question. How'd you get the nickname Psycho?
Coach Kerry Johnson told me I was a wild man, crazy man. Coach Hensley knocked it down to Psycho. So it stuck, and I've seen it spelled many times.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Donald Williams, played at Thibodeau High in 78, class of 79. and I'm also custodian at Thibodeau High for 17 years.
Wow, there we go. All right, let me ask you this. If I could get you all to just talk about what makes Coach Szush so special, and obviously he is, because y'all are here again tonight so many years later. What makes him special?
Well, not only that he helped us in football life, he taught us about life itself. When you fall down, get up. That's one of the things I say. They might beat you, but don't never stay down. And he taught that and stayed with me for years and years, until the day.
Good lesson.
The thing I learned best from Coach Szush was, if you lose your cool, you lose. And that man never lost his cool. I've spoken to the others here tonight just to confirm, he never raised his voice to us ever in a practice, which for a football coach is unheard of.
It is. It's impossible just about.
Coach Szush instilled in me loyalty and family. Most important thing in life is your family, and he made Thibodeau High School a great family to play for.
I have to echo the sentiments. Coach Szush never lost his cool. He was always calm, cool, and collective, and he really was mellow. I really enjoyed playing with him and enjoyed playing for him.
He was very nice and cool, and you catch him on the street, he's the same way. He coaches both ways. He talk to you all the time, listen to everything you got to say.
Good luck. Once again, some great athletes here, some great people, and it's funny how the memory never fades. You always remember your coaches. And there's a lot of coaches in this room too that started out under Coach Szush. I see my coach Cam Morvon, who became the district attorney of Lafourche, coached us our senior year that he put a licking on me. But we had a bench clearing brawl, and we never realized that Coach Szush and Coach Morvon were so close, because Coach Morvon made us believe that he hated everybody in Thibodeau, but he loved everybody in Thibodeau, right?
That's right. That's right.
Them coaches were pretty good at making you think one thing and doing the other.
I wore this because Coach said, wear your uniform. I said, yes, sir.
It looks like it's got a few holes in it, Psycho. All right, welcome back. What a great night here, honoring Coach Pat Szush. Multiple schools, had multiple students, multiple football players. Chris Fake was one of them. We'll start with Chris. And Chris, what was he like? Tell me, what was he like?
He was absolutely fabulous. One of the smartest coaches I've ever seen in my life. Him and his staff both, but he was just a great man, and all the guys loved him a bunch.
Yeah. And Mayor Tommy S.J., what's your thoughts? Because there you go. The camaraderie I see in this room from different schools is unbelievable. That probably had a lot to do with Pat Szush.
Oh, absolutely. Coach left a legacy of leadership here at E.D. White, and of course at all the schools that he coached at. I mean, you say Pat Szush and Thibodeau, everybody knows who that is. I mean, I wasn't a football player. I remember when I was in 8th grade, I tried, and when I put my jersey on, half the numbers were tucked in the pants, so I figured football wasn't for me.
Right.
But I didn't get to play under Coach, but he was always around, and he had an aura about him as a leader and a coach here at E.D. White. So if you pass through the halls of E.D. White while he was here, you know who Pat Szush was.
He was visibly excited when he walked in the gym here tonight.
You know, I did a little video for him, and one of the things I told him was I never played it down for him. But he always treated me like I was one of the most important players on the team. He really treated everybody spectacularly.
Yeah. Your brother played a few downs, huh?
Who's that? Who's that? Yeah, I got a brother? Yeah. I'm known in these parts as Joe's brother. Nobody knows my name, but they know me as Joe's brother.
Well, that was a good player for Coach Szush to have anyway. But what's tonight mean for you, Mayor?
Well, you know, I'm not going to be hanging around for Mayor much longer. And when Laurie called and asked me to do this, really it's an honor and a privilege to be able to do this as mayor, to present a proclamation to Coach today. Again, I guess everybody has that idea that they would like to have a way to tell him thank you for what he's done, and I get the privilege to do that. So it's a special day for me.
Thank you guys for being here, and we're going to take another break. We're going to come back. We got a good crowd here, so we'll be back more honoring Coach Pat Szush. Don't go away.
Structural heart disease refers to a defect in the heart's valves, walls, or chambers that keeps the heart from pumping blood properly. Valve or structural heart problems may be present at birth or develop over time. Your risk increases if you have high blood pressure, plaque buildup, history of heart attack, take certain medications, or have certain heart infections. The Structural Heart Program at CIS and Terrebonne General provides innovative solutions and devices with the latest technology to bring the best possible outcomes for patients. Learn more at cardio.com.
Here at South Louisiana Bank, we support our neighbors, the organizers, the helpers, the leaders, the dreamers. We support those that move our community forward. Louisiana has grown from the dedication, commitment, and loyalty of the people who call this beautiful place home. We are proud to offer our services to the communities in South Louisiana. South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.
Value Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
The man, the myth, the legend, nothing really, no myth because everybody's telling me great stories, but joining me now, Coach Pat Szush and Coach Cam Morvone. I still call him Coach, although he was the district attorney for a long number of years here in LaFourche, but he's always a coach to me, one of the best coaches I've ever had.
Very good coach.
And he learned from this guy right here. Coach, just tell me, when you walked in, I saw the expression on your face, man, the joy in your face. Well, unbelievable. What a great setting tonight.
It brought back many, many memories. I walked in here and I said, look at this place here. I can remember the basketball with Brother Ralph, Brother Louis Joseph, and all the brothers. I look over here and I said, Ida Bernard would be sitting over here, Yaki would be over here, and everybody had a place. And it was great. I had good teams, good coaches, good faculty. It was great.
Yeah. And I want to bring in Cam Morvone, Coach. I call him Coach. When you walk in here, you don't have to tell people to do things for a guy like Coach Szush. And when I was interviewing his former players, everybody talks about the fact that he was level-headed. That's hard to do as a coach, isn't it?
Very much so, but that's a good description of Coach Szush. You know, I was just telling somebody, I used to come back into this gym when I was a district attorney and talk to the students. And I know Coach feels the same way. Every time I walk in here, it's like the first time I ever walk in the gym. Just a quick story. When we moved to this school, when Betsy came, Hurricane Betsy tore Thibodeau College down, part of what we had to do after practice every day, the coaches would give us some screws and a screwdriver. And we put all the desks in the schools together. Yeah, that was part of what we would do. So when we would watch our film right here on this stage. I mean, this brings back so many memories. And this man right here, I can't tell you how much influence he's had on so many people. You know, you're going to hear that as you interview people, you know, for this function. And it's just unbelievable the impact he's had on so many lives in this community. You know, just so many people that he's come into contact with.
And I've heard so much about him. Coach, I got to be honest. Look, I had to wear a red tie today because I'm in Cardinal country. Yeah. Although your career is spanned in so many schools, what's it mean to you that you see players from both Thibodeau and Edie White and all those together, and they've all learned how to work well together in the community?
They come together, they work together. When you put that helmet on, you put your mouthpiece on, then you hit. After the ball game, you shake hands and you go out and have fun.
Right.
That's it.
Now, I learned something tonight that I never heard. When Coach was coaching us in the state championship my senior year, Coach Morvone, Coach Szush was waiting for you at defense at halftime. Is that a true story?
He was. I would actually bring him our game film every Saturday morning. And bring it to his house, and we sit down at the kitchen table, and he would clear. He had a little place on the wall. We didn't have a screen. We just put it on the wall, and he would help me break our film down from the Friday night, from the night before. And he was instrumental in it was my first year as a head coach. I was still young. I was 26 years old. I'd only been an assistant for 3 years. And so to go sit down with somebody like this guy, and he would come up with so many things or show me so many things that obviously I would have missed and the rest of the staff would have missed. But this man could look at a film and look at a play and not only tell you what a particular person did, he could tell you what all 22 people on the field did. I mean, it was amazing, you know. So, I mean, we all have a debt for him, you know, for Coach Szush.
It was great.
Well, Coach, I know a lot of people are waiting to talk to you. congratulations on a great night to come. And I look forward to hearing some of the, oh, by the way, your son handed me 2 letters that were on Vanderbilt letterhead that you typed up to hand to the Edie White players, and I see Coach Morvant laughing. Did you do these kind of stunts quite a bit?
Well, I could take part of some of it, but Benny Musso was one of my best friends. He worked with the Sheriff's Department. Benny was very instrumental. He came up with a lot of things, and one of those was Benny Musso. He did a great job, I tell you.
You know what I'm talking about.
Things he did, I mean, to fire the team up.
The lawnmower?
No, I'm talking about when they wrote to the Edie White players saying that Vanderbilt was going to put one on them on Vanderbilt letterhead.
Oh, yeah. Well, Benny Musso and we made a copy. We could make a copy machine.
Yeah.
And it was great. Pop Gun was over there. Gerald Albert. Oh, yes. We had some great teams. It was great.
Y'all had fun too, didn't y'all?
It was great. After the ball game, we went out and had fun.
Yeah. Well, it's good seeing both of y'all, and Cam or Coach, however y'all see him, as the DA or as a coach. What does this night mean to you?
It means a lot, Martin. It means a lot to have him still with us. And as I said earlier, I'm walking around and talking to different people, and everybody's got so many different stories to talk about Coach Szush. And they're all good. Again, he's had a big impact on a lot of young people when he had us at a very young age at that particular time, and we've all stayed good friends with him.
I want to bring in, if I could, let's bring in Preston Lejeune right now, and he's coming in, of course. Let them share their hugs. Coach, how are you?
How you been? Looking sharp. Good. Very good.
Coach, good to see you.
Seeing you.
Let me ask you. The obvious question would be, for all of y'all, how do you follow a guy like Coach Szush when everybody's talking about him? Of course, you did pretty good in your coaching career, but when you first came, you had to be pretty cognizant of who Coach Pat Szush was, right? You got to learn the territory.
We knew Pat. I knew Pat. We had played Pat when I was at Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, yeah.
And but we've been knowing Pat for a while. And then Vicky Arsenault and Pat were like that. Vicky and I were like that. So we kind of had the combination right there.
So this was all concocted.
Yeah, it wasn't concocted, but it was.
Hello, yeah, it was who you know, right?
Tell you what, Martin, that's 2 good high school football coaches right here.
Well, there's 3 good high school football coaches.
These guys, same with Preston, had impact on a lot of people, same as Coach Szush did. And that's why a lot of these people are here tonight. So these are 2 good high school football coaches.
All right. Appreciate it. You ready to have some fun?
I'm ready to have some fun.
All right. Well, go enjoy yourself, Coach.
Thank you.
Good seeing you.
Very good job. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.